Silva is a really small village located in Rajasthan amidst a complete desert landscape. Sant Padamaram Ji Kolaria's family came to me with this request to create a memorial for their late father. They wanted to create a building close to their home at the exact point where their father's last rites were performed. So we roamed around the whole village of Silva and the surrounding villages and found that there were schools which had classrooms but which lacked the facilities of a large amount of open space. We also looked at what the villagers do in the evenings and we found that there were lack of community spaces. So we looked at this as an opportunity to create a community center not just for Silva but also for all the surrounding villages in addition to being a memorial. So the built-up area of this structure is really small. It's just 9,000 square feet, but it appears much larger. The building is designed in a way that it simply swirls up from the ground, rising up to a height of 9 meters. And at the highest point, it houses a library which is open to all the students from the surrounding 144 villages in this area. So locally sourced sandstone is used to create these screens which are actually derived from traditional Rajasthan architecture, and these wrap the entire library space, bringing in filtered light throughout the day, reducing the heat gain, at the same time employing local craftsmen for an art that is slowly dying. So the entire shape of the building, the swirl, is inspired by the sand dunes that are in this area all through in the landscape. The building swirl faces the north, so it becomes an open auditorium. The entire roof is designed as a roof garden with a very gentle slope. So you walk up from one side and then you take a turn at the topmost point and then you can come down from the other side. And this makes the building of 9,000 square feet literally duplicate the amount of area that can be used because there's another 9,000 square feet on the top. In addition, the open courtyard space is 27,000 square feet. So that also becomes a space that is used in so many ways. The area where the garden starts its slope upwards is used as a museum to tell the story of Sant Padamaram Ji. Because this was a limited amount of space, the walls are kept free for display to tell the story, and to bring in natural light, there are scoops cut out in the earth berm. This area in Rajasthan has a hot, arid climate, and the building is designed contextual to the climate of Rajasthan, where there is an earth berm on the east, west and southern sides which naturally cools the building, and the building entirely opens up only towards the north with indirect sunlight flowing into each part. So this 9,000 square feet building is actually generating a space of 36,000 square feet, and it has become the community center, bringing people from 144 villages together. Looking at the way the building is being used in so many different ways is even beyond what we imagined, and it's so satisfying to see this building serve the purpose of bringing all these communities and children, all of them together. The Nokha Village Community Center, built in local materials by local workers and craftsmen, brings together people of all age groups from 144 villages with spaces for learning, teaching, congregations, celebrations, and leisure. The building exemplifies how thoughtful architecture can create expansive community spaces without a large footprint. With a built-up area of 9,000 square feet generating 5 times more usable space, including a 27,000 square feet open auditorium, and a rooftop garden.